Oh no, he GG'd.
It's over. What's the
Right,
score?
but here we go. I think Jason won 2-1.
Oh.
Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of the map for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, this is the Korean Zerg in the red, Dark.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have his opponent, the South Korean Protoss player representing Club NV. It is Creator.
Alright, now I haven't seen Creator in a little bit. What's he been doing? What's he been up to?
What has he been up to? I believe Creator was playing in the ESL Open Cup Asia over the weekend, if I recall correctly, but had a bit of a tough time of it. Likewise, I believe it did end up falling to Dark as well. So this is, I believe, going to be a bit of, you know what? I'm just going to double check.
Oh no. I mean, thinking back to it as well, the last time they faced apart from that would have been IEM, where Dark was able to kind of break the dreams there of Creator, beating him 3-2, kind of holding him off right at the end there, and that was a pretty brutal loss there for Creator.
Oh yeah, it was. It definitely was. And now I recall, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I saw him on the bracket, but I don't think I casted him. Yes, Creator did play over the weekend, did play in ESL Asia, did lose to a Zerg, did not lose to Dark, was 2-0'd by Scarlet of all players. I remember seeing that and being shocked.
Ooh.
I was like, oh, that's crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid win there for Scarlet. Usually the Protosses are smudging her.
It's very true. Very true. I believe that was casted over on Steadfast's channel over the weekend. So, yeah, Scarlet did take down Creator. Unfortunately, we weren't able to cover it on this channel, so I don't really know what happened in that series and what transpired. But Creator, you know, already being smudged by a Zerg player a couple of days ago. Hopefully, he can recover here, as he's actually going to be going for a Twilight Council opener. Oh.
Okay, there we go. So the Twilight going to be going down there for Creator. We do have a Stalker on the way as well, just to help push away that scouting, but Dark does threaten to go in. Good reactions from Creator to cancel that shade.
Ooh, yeah, he is going to be able to shut down one of those lings and chase down the other, is denying that scout for the time being. But upon the revelation of this Stalker, Dark should recognize that it should not be a Stargate. What exactly it is, he doesn't know, and we're still keeping our eye out as well as a robo is thrown down. Is this going to be Glaives? It's kind of what I'm looking at here, or is it going to be something else?
Yeah, I mean, there we go. Glaives being started right up. Kind of looks like it's just going to be a straight up 4-gate Glaives.
Yeah. So far, we only have 2 gateways, but we should be seeing a couple more thrown down shortly as well. We have pulled out of gas, so this does look like your typical Glaive Adept build. Something that's fallen out of fashion, and yeah, Creator, he's bringing it back.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I have been seeing it a little bit more often since the new maps and the new patch. I'm trying to think what's different about this build, if anything. I mean, I guess the maps, the bases are a bit more spread out than they might have been in the last pool. And there's also that quality of life change. I think you can pick up Shading Adepts with your Prism now.
Oh, okay. So we have some more micro potential as well. We'll see how this can all come together. Creator, as you were saying, it is only 4 gates, so it isn't all in by any means. We can transition out of this. It isn't hyper committed, but ideally this is still designed to get some economic damage done, as Creator is zooming across the map. Dark wasn't able to get into the main to confirm this, but he can still piece things together. He has a Roach Warren on the way. He's got Queens moving into position. He has plenty of Lings as well, and he does scout those adepts with that Overlord.
It's just a gentle pressure, puppy.
Oh.
If he dies, he dies.
It's gentle pressure that can kill you. It can kill you.
Uh-huh.
Protoss.
But I mean, we do see these Lings are prepared, so we're going to need at least another warp in if we're going to be committing to this. We do see the Queen movement from Dark, really fantastic, pushing these Adepts back, almost taking one out as well. 4 Adepts going to be warped in here at the main. Nice little bit of multi-prong pressure. Oh, a lot of these drones going to be going down. 7 drones in the blink of an eye here, and these Lings, yeah, they can't commit there.
Oh my god.
It feels like the Roaches for Dark, maybe a fraction late here.
Yeah, and Dark, well, I mean, he reacted far too late here at the third base as well. It's far too many drones have gone down here, more than really should have happened. Meanwhile, the Adepts in the main, it looks like they have been cleaned up. A Creator isn't done. He's going for another wave.
Yeah, 13 drones go down. There is almost no mining here behind this. We see Immortals being made by a Creator, so maybe just looking to survive here against a little bit of a counterattack, but going to be saving all 4 of these Adepts, and this is going brilliantly here for Creator.
Yeah, and the other Adepts, they're rushing back home as well. Creator is looking to make sure he's able to hold on to that third base and defend. Immortal production has commenced, and this opener has more than paid for itself. Look at that drone count.
Yeah, this has been really brilliantly done here by Creator. He's getting that third Nexus up as well, so finds himself with a very comfortable lead. The Immortal's going to be able to help him from any Roach counterattack, but looks like Dark just trying to drone his way out of this. The Adepts continuing to put on pressure, but there's a good amount of Lings there waiting for him, and oh, Creator picked those up.
Ooh.
Nice.
There we go. He does pick him up in time, and this Prism is going to continue to threaten the main base. The Queens aren't there to be able to shoo that away. But yeah, Creator should be feeling pretty happy with himself overall. Is pretty safe. The question is, how does Dark recover from here? Is he going to try and just drone up, or does he have something else in store for us? He is pretty heavily supply blocked. Ugh, 5 Overlords, 6 Overlords on the way. Ugh.
Yeah, that is pretty brutal. This is not what you want right now as Dark, as we do see behind this Creator going up into some extra gateways, got that blink on the way, so potentially looking to just keep that pressure on, maybe go for the kill with 3-base timing.
Yeah, and this could work because Dark has been heavily droning. When I saw those 6 Overlords, I was like, oh, maybe he's like oversupplying to make nothing but Roaches, right? To go for an all-in. But no, he has been droning, and as a result, Dark doesn't have a lot of army right now. Oh.
Yeah, and here we go. The absolute sheer size of this army. Look at all these Adepts. They're just going to charge on through. They're going to DPS down those Queens. They can even look to fight the Roaches once the Immortals arrive. That's a really nicely placed spore there, but there we go. The Shade's going to be coming in. These Immortals going to be committing.
Hey, we don't even need the Immortals right now. Look at how many Adepts there are. The Roaches are going to be struggling. The drones are being forced back as well. Meanwhile, even more Adepts are shaded or have morphed in here at the third base. Dark is being pulled apart.
Yes, they're basing a lot of trouble. Dark trying to get those drones away, get them out of there, but he just cannot engage with this army while the Immortals are here.
Yeah, he cannot. Meanwhile, the Immortals were left exposed. It looks like the Prism was focused down by the Queens, so at least Dark was able to get that. We have a recall as well to save the last Immortal. Looks like he can be saved. Meanwhile, the Adepts shade in once again towards the main, an undefended main.
Yeah, he can't save those drones. GG is called in. Creator getting it done with the 4-gate glaives.
Oh my god. The 4-gate obviously into, I believe it was 7 gates towards the end there. Obviously additional gateways were thrown down, but that initial push did a surprising amount of damage. Dark was unfortunately a little bit slow to react, a little bit slow to save his workers.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is such an interesting build just because there's so many different ways that you can play it out. There's different levels of commitment. I mean, before this current season, I think we'd been seeing 3-gate quite a lot. 4-gate was a little bit more rare. People had kind of stopped committing so hard to it.
Exactly. So that's why as the meta shifts, sometimes it's a good thing, it's a good idea to bring back some older builds because players, they may just not be as accustomed as they used to be to defending against them, or even as accustomed to scouting it, just because they make some assumptions and they assume, oh, it's just probably just 3 gates or something like that. I should be safe, I should be okay.
Yeah, not wanting to get behind, but here we go. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, looking to get back into things to tie things up. This is Dragon Phoenix Gaming's Dark.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Gresvan, we have the South Korean Protoss player representing Club NV. It is Creator. right, here we go. Creator already with a nice lead in this series, but I don't think any of us expect him to go for 4-gate glaives again, 2 games in a row.
Yeah, that would definitely be surprising, especially on this such a long map as well. I mean, I guess the last map's pretty long too, but I don't know. I mean, Gretzman's an interesting one just because there's so many open spaces around all the bases. So despite it being such a big map and that making it seem like it would be bad for aggressive play, you can find so many open spaces to take fights in.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're definitely not wrong there. So Creator, he's got some options if he does want to play around with Glaive Adepts. Maybe commit a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. I don't think it would be a bad idea to maybe even go for 3-gate Glaive Adepts, you know, to make it look like it's the same build as the last game, but really, you know, you're nowhere near as committed and you can maybe get away with a little bit more greed.
Yeah, I mean, Creator also is a player that likes to throw around those Robo Bay openings, so that'd be kind of cool as well. I wouldn't mind seeing maybe like a Disruptor drop on this map going into even a 2-base all-in or something like that.
Yeah, definitely. You know, again, the world is his oyster, Poppy and Dark. He's just a Zerg player trying to survive.
Oh, I see. Just like he was trying to survive against Nice. He had to all in. He was just trying to survive.
Yeah, well, otherwise, what's he gonna do? He's just gonna die, Poppy.
Nice is trying to all in him. He just had to get there first.
True. Now you understand. As Creator is switching gears quite heavily here and is not going to go for a Twilight Council open at all.
Yeah, it's going to be the Stargate first coming out for Creator here, so looking to mix things up a little bit. I think it's a good choice for the map too.
Is that your neighbor banging on the wall again? Is that?
Yeah, that's going to be happening all week, I guess.
Okay. Are they like renovating? Are they just having a fight with the wall? Are they... Okay. Fair enough.
I don't know what could possibly need so much hammer.
He's hammering me, Poppy. Us.
Oh.
As we're getting into this, it's okay. It's barely audible on the mics. You know, I just knew about it because you told me about it earlier. It's fine.
Yeah. Copium.
Okay.
It's fine. It's not bothering me at all. I'm fine.
As we do have Oracles coming out here. Oracle first here from Creator. He's not messing around with any of the Phoenix or Void Ray openers you saw from Nice.
Yeah, I think Oracle first, definitely the most solid way to play here, as we just see he's going to be pushing back this Overlord once again, so definitely favoring going for that early Stalker here.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it is going to be focusing on that Overlord. Lings try to find a way in, but Creator was wise to this. Already has an Adept to plug up that wall. Is going to be safe and sound. Additional Lings are coming, though. It looks like Dark maybe wants to try and catch that Stalker, but with the support of this Oracle, Creator should be fine.
He doesn't have a battery, Poppy. He's asking to die.
Oh,
Kill him.
He wants it, Poppy. He's asking you to come in. But again, very disciplined control here from Creator to keep the Oracle back at home for as long as possible. And by the time he does move out, well, we already have a second Oracle on the way. So Creator just playing it out very, very safe.
Yeah, just very clean, solid play coming out from Creator. Going to be looking to get a bit of damage and scouting with this Oracle as well. And meanwhile, on the side of Duck, just playing things very standard as well. Just respecting his opponent here, not going for anything crazy.
Yeah, literally no tech, so no early Roach Warren. The lair is at a reasonable time. I believe it was a 4:30 lair of all things. Now at the 5-minute mark, we have a Roach Warren. So everything is very, very standard from the side of Dark. It does kind of seem as if he has been humbled because he's down in this series, because it's a best of 3. Dark doesn't want to risk anything here, does want to progress in the tournament in this bracket.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, meanwhile, we see some solid defense from Dark against these stasis traps. Not going to be losing too much to those. And behind this, Creator going for a smaller depth pressure. This is very cute. And he has a Robo coming up behind this as well as a Phoenix. Okay.
Huh. Interesting. The Adepts are just going to be threatening a shade again, just applying a little bit of gentle pressure, as you would say. You know, he's being nice, Papi. As the Phoenix has been revealed, and he's forcing out a Spire. It is thrown down immediately, but we only have one Phoenix.
Huh. Yeah, this is really interesting. I don't know if Creator maybe has shown something like this before, where he's gone into some kind of heavy Phoenix play and Dark's trying to counter what he thinks this is, but looks like yeah, this was basically just meant to clear out Overlords. Maybe he was a little bit worried about Nidus play coming his way as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, right now the mind games are real, and we'll see if Dark commits to the Spire tech, as Lings are trying to go for a bit of a counterattack. I love the hallucinated Phoenix, by the way. So it looks like he's made a second. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Looks like that's going to be looking to meet up with the other Phoenix there, or maybe just go for a little bit of a scout anyway.
Yeah.
As we do see a lot of gateways coming down. We see an Immortal, a lot of gateways, Twilight Archives. I believe there was a War Prism as well as Charge on +1. So I think we're going to be seeing a bit of an aggressive timing coming out here.
Definitely. As there we go, 10 mutas are made. So Dark is calling Creator's bluff here, is going to be amassing those mutas. But because the Spire was scouted by the hallucination, Creator, he's now making Phoenixes, actually.
Yeah, and a second Stargate as well.
Okay.
He says, well, he was pretending to go heavily into Phoenix, and Dark says, no. You're going into Phoenix. And he's like, no, I was just pretending. He's like, no, you weren't pretending. I decided what you do.
Yeah, and here we go. The mutas, they're rushing across the map, but we have an Archon to defend as well as those Phoenixes. Only a single Archon, though, so Dark could potentially magic box this, but he doesn't want to risk it. He will respect the Archon and back the hell up.
Yeah, it's going to dip into the main, and these Phoenix are kind of backed into a corner. We do have a cannon for them to drop back to, but going to have some really nice micro coming out here. That's a big depower. Charge is not going to finish yet.
Charge is not done, so a very nice pickup from Dark. It did cost him 2 mutas, but well worth it here to slow down all of this production. Meanwhile, very key control from Creator. He doesn't lose a single Phoenix. He gets a 3rd muta.
Yeah, doesn't even really take any hull damage, and going to be dipping in there, taking out one of those drones as well. And behind this, what is Dark going for? Only just getting that +1 attack now, trying to pump up those roaches, but feels like he's in a bit of an awkward spot here. It's going to come down to how well Creator is able to deal with his roaches, but he already has a pretty high Immortal count.
Yeah, we've got a lot of Archons, we've got a lot of Immortals. Creator is in position here at his triangular 3rd, but Dark is setting up to push in towards the right-hand base instead. One of the stasis traps has already been baited out, and here we go, Dark finally reveals himself.
Yeah, and I mean, he's going to be taking out these batteries at the front here. We do have a couple cannons coming down. They should be able to help push this back, as we do see the Immortals coming in now. Going to have to be careful about those mutas, though. The mutas trying to jump on top of the Oracles. That's a really cool usage of those. And, oh, fantastic stasis trap, taking a lot of the roaches out of the fight.
Oh my god, the Phoenixes go ham, and the muta count gets completely reset. And these mutas, they depowered some structures. They killed some Oracles, but I don't think that was worth the insane amount of gas that was. That was 14 mutas.
Yeah, that was so many mutas going down. And I mean, losing those mutas as well, that's a really rough loss for Dark. He's being forced to make a few corruptors here to deal with all the stuff in the air here. Actually making 8 corruptors. That seems like a lot.
Yeah, 8 Corruptors. I mean, that will shut down these Phoenixes. Unfortunately, Corruptors don't have that much longevity or don't have that much utility here. Maybe they can try and Caustic Spray down some buildings afterwards, as the Corruptors are about to reveal themselves, and Dark is pushing out. He is maxed.
Yeah, Max once again going very heavily into the roaches. +1 attack should be finishing up around now, but this feels a little scary for Dark. I mean, he's just going to be smashing this one angle over and over again, kind of pushing his head into this wall. And if Creator's able to hold this once again, and I think he does have the units that he needs to do so, it's going to be very difficult for Dark to transition out. Big storm comes down right away.
What's unfortunate is that Dark is max. He can't even make Ravagers right now. He just doesn't have the free supply. Like, this is a very inefficient army. It's big, don't get us wrong, but Creator's is going to be technically bigger, as Creator, his defenses have been solid, and he himself is about to max out.
Yeah, Creator's building a very high quality army here. He's continuing to make immortals, making those 2 at a time, nothing else. And Blink's on the way, +1 armor is on the way. Dark has to be so careful here because as much as he needs to trade out supply and improve his army, if he loses too much all at once, it's going to be very hard to hold this counterattack.
Oh yeah, it will trigger Creator to just push out across the map. We see Creator even refining his army and throwing away these Phoenixes, but pretty efficiently he picks off 7 drones. He finds all these Overlords as well. He's forcing a massive reaction. At the same time, Creator finds the army.
Oh! Yeah, big storm here. Creator meeting this out on the map. Dark maybe not ready for this. The storm's going to be going down. These Immortals are going to absolutely chunk through these Roaches, especially with that +1 attack here.
Yeah, and the Corruptors, they can't do anything. They have to try to find some damage. They're going to go and try and find some of these buildings, but they run into a wall of Stalkers and Archons. The Corruptors have to come all the way back. The Phoenixes haven't even been cleaned up.
Yeah, Creator with those warp ins, very quick to get those Stalkers in there for defense. Corruptor's going to be coming back to deal with these Phoenix here, but this is a brutal push coming out from Creator here. What is Dark going to be able to do about these Immortals? He's just being pulled apart.
He has no answers to the Immortals, none whatsoever. All the Corruptors are going to be going down as well. The Queens are coming in to help support, but the Queens aren't an answer to Immortals either, and Creator has done it.
Beautiful game from Creator there. Dominant in that game too. GG.
GG, well played. Oh my god, congratulations to Creator in a pretty dominant showing here, these 2 games. Really interesting play from Dark in game number 2. Going for the Spire upon seeing the Phoenix. I liked that he was like calling Creator's bluff, but because Creator was just doing so well at scouting, he was able to prepare for it in time as well. And yeah, like whatever Dark was throwing at him, Creator was just ready for it.
Yeah, he was. He was in position. He was everywhere, puppy.
Actually everywhere. With that, Creator moves on to the grand finals. Dark is eliminated. I believe that is the final Zerg player of the tournament. Only Protoss and Terran left.
Yeah, there we go. Already we're having some results coming through. Hero making quick work of Juggernaut. Jason getting that 2-0 there. We'll be going on to face Trigger, who has been waiting for quite a while for his opponent.
Yeah. Hero not wasting any time. He's like, wait, give me some games. what are you guys doing here? Aye. So yeah, Hero is going to be moving on, and we ourselves have to be focusing on that portion of the bracket as well, because Creator's waiting in the grand finals. Creator's just chilling, and he's going to be waiting for a while, I feel. Oh boy.